24 hours after I started my 36-hour fast. You guys see that? No, it's backwards. Well, it's been 24 hours. And according to my app, according to my app, oh, they gave me a little note. I was going to read something different, but let's see what it says. You've been fasting for 24 hours. Hello, dear. Congratulations. You have been fasting for 24 hours. Success is never accidental. Let's stick to a long lived fasting habit. Also, don't blindly insist on fasting without thinking about your physical condition. In consideration of the people who are new to fasting and clueless about their physical limitations, we don't recommend that people fast for too long each time. And it's telling me to end my fast, but I'm a G. I'm not going to end it. I got 12 more hours to go. Hey, Nicole. Can you hear me okay? I'm going to say yes. I'm pretty sure. Do I have to bring my mic closer? Can you guys hear me? Mic check. Nicole, you're fast. Hey, Teddy. Hello, Teddy Bear. Hi, Rita. Looking good with that vein badge, girl. Hello, everybody. So, I didn't die, but I've been having a hell of a day. I've been having a hell of a day. I'm just waiting for some more people to get in before I actually start getting into how my fast has been going for me. I have 12 more hours, so I thought it would be nice to give you guys an update at the 24-hour mark. Now, I've done 24 hours before. I did 24 hours back in June when I was in Chicago. So I did 24 hours, I think, 2 or 3 times in 1 month. What is going on, Journey of Life? Like the stream as you guys are coming in, just double tap the screen or hit the like. Hi Jen. Jen, oh my gosh, run. We're talking about fasting, okay? Well, part of this has you in mind, Jen. Part of this has you in mind. That's better. As in like, is there something wrong with my connection or you mean that's better as far as the fasting? Oh no, help. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? Yeah, Journey of Life, because you be MIA. That's why you haven't talked to Jen in forever. Okay, let me know how the Oh, it was better because I moved the mic closer. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Let's get even closer. Let's get even closer. Okay. I'll be acting like I have the strongest mic, so I have my tripod all the way pushed to the back. Hey Delilah. Hey Freddie. Okay. So for those coming in, I'm 24 hours fasted. I just crossed over the 24-hour threshold. I have 12 hours left, which means by the time I wake up in the morning, assuming I sleep enough, I should be waking up ready to eat. So we're gonna talk about a couple of things. We're going to talk about how it's been going for me, whether or not okay, sound wise. Okay. We're gonna be talking about how it's been going for me. Has the 10 milligram been making it easier or it's been completely irrelevant because I did take my shot yesterday? What my symptoms have been like, and we're also going to get into what autophagy is and why it's so important. It's so important. Now, not necessarily to say that people that don't fast should start. I mean, I think they should. Jen, but for those that already fast or maybe don't fast beyond 24 hours, gonna give a little bit of information on why a person would want to fast that long. All right. So if you haven't already, please like the stream, please share, and let me know how y'all are doing. Okay. Oh my God, people getting timed out already. I'm gonna try to leave the chat on public so that new people can comment. But of course, if it gets out of control, y'all, you know what to do. Jen, if you're not busy like driving or something, can you see if you have the ability to either slow down the chat or change the like moderation like to subscribers only, the participation? You don't have to do it. I just want to know if you have the capability as a managing moderator. Freddie Man says I can't go past 24 hours. Well, Freddie, what's the longest time you've ever fasted? And I'm gonna play a video titled, hold on, why a 36-hour fast might be the best thing you do. I'm not familiar with the person. I'm not familiar with the channel. I wanted to pick somebody that was different than my usual voices, Dr. Jason Fung, Eric Berg, a lot of, there's actually a few Erics, but I wanted to pick somebody different than my usual docs or whatever. So we have a video from her. It's about 12 minutes long, and I'm going to do some commentary on that. You're going to feel so good stepping on that scale, V. I'm 146, officially 70 pounds down. I'm right on your tail, Journey of Life. Congratulations to being 70 pounds down. I'm right there behind you, girl. Hello from India. Hello, hello. Okay, so I started my fast at 8 p.m. last night. I did have dinner around like 6:30, 7 o'clock or something like that. So I started my fast at 8 and I was doing okay when I first woke up. The funny part about it is, and I've been pre-recording some of my day, so some of this may sound redundant when the video comes out, but of all the days where I needed to sleep in, right? Like I really wanted to, I'm not gonna lie, my strategy was just to like sleep most of the day because I'm always tired. What better time to sleep than during the fast? You all know I woke up at 6:30 this morning and couldn't get back to sleep. It's like my body was trying to sabotage me. Like this is the perfect day to sleep until noon, 1 o'clock, just be knocked out. And my body was like, it's 6:30. Start thinking about food. And you know what's crazy? I wasn't even hungry. Can't do anything vertical. Oh, is that what it is? That's what it is. Okay. Okay, Jen. All right, cool. No, that sucks. Whatever. That's dumb. Okay. 24 hours. Do you feel hungry at all? So I'm going to get into that. So I woke up early with no plans, nothing to do. I was just laying there in bed, listening to different YouTube videos, and I was not hungry, but I typically am not hungry anyway, uh, first thing in the morning. So that wasn't unusual. Now, I did decide to go work out because I'm not gonna lie, when we were talking about leg crossing yesterday, I was a little irritated that that I couldn't cross left over right. So I woke up, early this morning and I was like kind of playing around with some hip mobility and stretching in the bed. And I'm like, this is not enough. I haven't stretched or done yoga in about a week. So I did decide to go do some hot yoga and it was amazing. It was exactly what I needed. Now, because I didn't have any, I typically take branched chain aminos and electrolyte salts in my water throughout the day, especially if I'm going to be in the sauna. But today I couldn't do that because branched chain aminos would break my fast. The electrolyte salts would have been okay. They're element salts, so they're a little flavored. But if I really needed it, it would have been okay. I decided to go without. I just went with plain water. I did my hot yoga in the sauna, and okay. I had to turn the sauna down. I had to turn it down in order to not feel like that lightheadedness. Because I typically like to like make the sauna really, really hot. But I actually lowered it to below what they actually recommend. So it was like kind of warm. It wasn't hot, but it was great. It was exactly what I needed. The stretch was amazing. So Nicole, I did it. I worked out in a fasted state. I did some hot yoga. Oh, thank you. What, Nicole? You see these glasses all the time. Okay. So see all the more reasons to stop doing verticals. Oh, because somebody said the glasses are bothering me. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I can't see your comments if I take them off. So I see what you're responding to, Nicole. Freddie Man says, wow, okay, I might try it. Freddie Man, do it at your own risk. Vanity is not a doctor and would advise against water fasting if you are underweight. Is Freddie underweight? So thank you for the disclaimer, Journey of Life. Let me go ahead and give it myself. I'm not a doctor, so always consult with your doctor before fasting, especially if you have any pre-existing medical conditions. And if you are underweight, I would say hell no. Like there's no reason for you to do it. Now, there are many benefits to fasting other than weight loss, which is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to actually spend today not talking about weight loss. Underweight would be based on your BMI, Freddie Man. So you can put your height, weight, age, and sex into a BMI calculator, and it'll tell you if you're within a normal weight range, slightly underweight, or severely underweight. Okay. Oh, I have no idea. Journey, you just saying stuff. Oh my God. Oh, no, you're not just saying stuff. You were helping me with my disclaimer, okay? I'm getting ready for work, so I'm off duty. Okay. I don't know what that is either. It's your fault. You the one that said underweight. I would advise against it if you're underweight. I'm like, is Freddie underweight? Okay, so you're within a normal weight range of 21, I believe. So fast at your own risk, okay? And of course, never continue fasting if you feel ill, or if you feel faint or anything like that, especially with being on a GLP-1. You want to be careful with your blood sugar lowering. But the difference between under eating and fasting is that your body knows what to do when you're in a fasted state to give you some alternative fuel source, to give you an alternative fuel source. Freddie Man says, nope, don't do it. 21 is not within a normal BMI. Okay, first of all, Journey of Life, you can't you can't give the disclaimer that I'm not a doctor and then be telling people what not to do. Okay, so let's see. BMI calculator. Freddie, do you mind giving me your do you want to give me your what do you call it? Your measurements? Not measurements, but you know what I mean. That's almost underweight. I thought 21 was normal. Hold on, let me look. Wait, I could just Google it. Hold on. Normal BMI range. Oh, it's 18. It's 18 to 24. What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about? 18 to 24 is let's say for a male. Are you a male, Freddie? 18 to 24. Okay, what's underweight? It's less than 18. Oh, Freddie Man. I'm sorry. Freddie Man is a female. I'm sorry. Female. Okay. Female. Female. 18.5. I'm over here cracking up laughing. Um, okay. No, I mean, I understand what Journey of Life is saying, but I think it's a bit too cut and dry as in, oh, nope, you can't fast. Your BMI is a 21. That's not necessarily true. Now, it would depend on what you're fasting for and how long you anticipate fasting and whether or not you would have supervision. So 21 is not underweight. In fact, you got another probably 20 or 30 pounds before you end up over underweight. But again, I'm not a doctor. You're perfectly fine to fast if you want to fast from a nobody on YouTube speaking. Okay. Now, as far as doing a 36-hour, it's not necessary. It depends on why you want to do it, which is what we're going to talk about. This is what we're going to talk about today, other than weight loss. Now, if you're saying you want to do if you want to do a 36-hour fast for weight loss and you're already within a normal BMI, I would just say, why put yourself through that? You know what I mean? But if you wanted to do a 36-hour fast because of some of the other reasons that I'm talking about, then I would just say, do your research and make sure that, you know, you have someone else that knows you're fasting, like some sort of medical professional. But it's really, it's up to you. She said female. She said female. I'm sorry, Freddie Man. I said male. I'm always assuming, and then I'll be like, well, are you? Okay. So we're gonna get into some reasons outside. We're gonna get into some reasons outside of weight loss to fast. Okay, and we're gonna exclude. I'm sorry, my type twos. Of course, you can fast if that's your thing, but I'm not talking to y'all. Feel free to participate in the conversation, but just don't listen to me, okay? Type 2s and those with EDs and underweight, pre-existing medical conditions that involve any type of eating or blood sugar issues, I'm not talking to you, okay? All right. So, okay, let's get into it. No, Delilah, don't go. Oh my God, no, please. That just hurt my feelings. Okay, can you be like the exceptional type 2? Can we like put you in like can we put you in a box? Not a box, but like the box seats at the stadium, and we'll make sure you have drinks and stuff catered to you, virgin, right? Like mocktails. We'll have some mocktails sent to your box, okay? But you're just gonna watch the rest of us. But Delilah, I already know you're in not professional. You're an experienced faster, so I'm not worried about it. But I mean, people that haven't fasted before and have these conditions, don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. I assumed Freddie and man. I did assume male too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for making that wrong assumption. Okay. All right. Delilah, you're gonna work at 3 a.m. I need you to go to bed. Go to bed, Delilah. Okay. All right. So let's hurry up and get into this. Okay. So I am not a medical professional. I am not your medical professional. So everything that I'm saying is based on me and how I choose to do things. But of course, do your own research and fast at your own risk. So I started to get irritable at around 19 hours. So I went to the gym and I felt fine. I did not feel hunger. To answer the question about hunger, I didn't get hungry for the first 12 hours. Did I work out within the first 12? No, I worked out within the first 15 hours. I think I was about 15 hours in, and I did my hot yoga and I felt great. My body felt all loosey goosey, but I was sleepy. I was very, very tired. That could have been from a couple of things. That could have been from the GLP-1. That could have been from me taking my shot yesterday, or it could have been from just the heat of the sauna, or it could have been from, you know, just a lack of calories. I don't know, but I was very sleepy. So I was like, okay, perfect. I wanted to go back to sleep. So I got back from the gym, started to approach 16, 17, and then 19 hours hit. Oh my God. I got to 19 hours and I started to have an attitude. I did. I started to have an attitude. I was laying in bed, couldn't really sleep, couldn't really sleep. I was laying in bed and I wasn't hungry. I wasn't hungry. I wasn't hungry. I was thinking about food because it was time to eat. And even in my fasting app, it says like around this time, don't panic. You may feel a little hungry, but you're not really hungry. Like just ride it out. And I'm familiar with riding out the hunger waves. I just don't like it because it's super annoying. So I have discovered that between 18 and 24 hours is the hardest time for me when it comes to fasting because I get irritable. I can't say I get hungry. There was no hunger. There was no food noise. It was like psychological cravings because the cravings weren't even physical. It was like I was just thinking about stuff that I wanted to eat. So I was really, really annoyed, really, really irritable. But I'm like, if I write it out, I roll. If I write it out, it'll be fine. If I write it out, it'll be fine. So 19 hours, 20 hours, 21 hours, it was just like that 3 to 4 hour window was just like, ugh. Now we're at the 24-hour mark, and I would honestly say that I'm still not hungry. I'm not hungry. Hunger isn't my problem right now. Being annoyed is my problem. I'm more um I'm more I'm more inconvenienced by irritability and like just being like I just want to put something in my mouth. I want to enjoy something. Like I have a jar of peanut butter sitting on my dresser because I accidentally bought it in here. Sidebar, I told y'all the homeowners were coming back yesterday, so I was cleaning up and I was moving all my stuff, my supplements and stuff, electrolytes and stuff from the kitchen counter to the room so I can have easy access to it. And I had an unopened jar of peanut butter that I carried into the room as well, and I was just too lazy to take it back out. So I've been staring at this jar of peanut butter all day, like, oh my God. I don't know why I'm doing it. I should just put it in the drawer or just go put it in the pantry, but I'm trying to stay out of the kitchen. I've been avoiding the kitchen all day. I even have a pitcher of water in my room so that I don't have to go into the kitchen. But that kind of like didn't completely work out. And I'm gonna tell you why. So 19, 20 hours hit and I started to get irritable. And then you know what happened? The unthinkable. I should have thought of it, but I didn't. They started to cook. Oh, they started cooking. They started cooking. Oh, so I'm laying in bed, aggravated as hell, just super aggravated. And I'm like, do I smell onions? I don't think there is any better fragrance in the kitchen than fresh cooked onions. Would y'all like disagree? Like, what do you think? What fragrance in the kitchen, like when you're cooking or someone else is cooking, what can get you moving, but like faster? Like, ooh, what are you cooking? Ooh, what's that? Better than some fresh, chopped, and sauteed onions. Mind you, I don't even eat onions, but I love the smell. I use them to season, but I won't physically eat them unless it's an onion ring. If it's fried, then I'll eat it. But like, I won't typically like eat onions with my potatoes, like cooked onions with my potatoes, but I'll use it to season as I'm cooking. Okay, Freddie, thank you for clarifying so that I could work that out with Google. And sorry for assuming, but you're fine. Like, but I mean, talk to your doctor, but you're within the normal BMI, you're fine. You don't, but you're because you're within the normal BMI, weight loss should be the last reason that you care about fasting. There's so many other benefits, and lots of the benefits you don't have to go past 24 to get. I choose to go past 24 because I'm extra and I got a lot of problems. Like, I not problems, but like visceral fat is a big problem for me. So the longer I fast, for me, the better. Up until about the 72-hour mark. I don't really need to do like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. I don't really need to do all of that. But if I wanted to, I could. Okay, homemade salsa. Homemade salsa. Oh my God. I don't know what that smells like, but I'm like putting it together in my brain. No, Delilah. Is okay. Is it the nostalgia of the salsa? Or is it the tomato? Or is it like a particular ingredient in the salsa? Because if it's spicy salsa, I don't eat salsa, but something about some spicy salsa just rings. It just rings near and dear to me. Um, Maybe he needs to borrow these glasses. Oh, okay. Y'all dealing with people in the chat. Okay, perfect. I'll mind my business. But oh my God, they started cooking, and my room is on the opposite side of the house. My room was filled with the scent and aroma of onions, not onions in like pew. It was onions in like, oh my God, what are you cooking? I was like, oh my God, 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 what are they cooking? What are they cooking? Um, and I didn't want to go out to see. I was avoiding the kitchen. This is also part of the reason why I'm not at Tommy's house, because I don't need to be discouraged by his cooking. But for some reason, I forgot that they would like they would cook too. So it didn't matter either way. So, but you know what? Can I do a poll? No, I'm not gonna do a poll. To be clear though, the aroma did not make me hungry. So I wasn't experiencing physical hunger. It was just like pure and other like mental enjoyment and desire. And it was just like, I'm totally okay. I mean, not totally okay. Because I was about to say I'm totally okay with not eating right now. But it's like I'm totally not hungry right now, but I would really probably enjoy whatever they're cooking. And it was like that. So that my as soon as the irritability hit, I was double whammied with the smell of like food cooking. It was like, oh my God, that smells delicious. And one of them is actually a cook. So I was like, oh God, I want some. But I didn't have any. I didn't have any. So that was that. And hours, I would say like 21 to 24. I did end up getting some sleep, but I was just feeling sleepy. I was just getting sleepy. So symptoms, I haven't had any other than being irritated at not being able to eat food. So I haven't had any lightheadedness. I have been feeling low energy, which makes sense, right? Because my body is working on that fuel switch, which I should be in full swing of using ketones by the time I wake up. Fasting apps would say I'm already there, but based on my energy, I know I'm not, because I have more metabolic dysregulation than like a healthy person. So it takes more work and it takes longer fasting for me to get to where I need to be as far as like a high level of ketones. Once my ketones are where I need to be, I'll be like bouncing around if I get to that point. We'll see. But there's a good chance that when I wake up tomorrow, either one or two things are going to happen. Well, between now and tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., either I'm not going to be able to sleep because the ketones will hit me hard and it's going to give me too much energy. So I'll be up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. Or my body is going to really, really struggle to get into some fat burning, and I'm going to just feel kind of low energy all the way through to the morning until I eat something. I am shooting for 36. I have 12 hours left. Well, 11 and a half now that I've been talking, and I've decided it would be nice to waste a couple of hours with y'all. So, I really don't have a lot of symptoms. If I did get symptomatic, I would have just had the salt. I would have just had the salt. Delilah, I saw your comment that says all I need is salt. Yeah, I haven't been feeling no type of way other than irritated, because like between 19 and 20-ish hours, I was like really like this is so annoying. Now I feel pretty chill, just kind of low energy. Like I wouldn't be interested in like going for a walk right now. No, I do not work tonight. I purposefully picked a Sunday, but I do work tomorrow afternoon, so I'll be breaking my fast before the afternoon. Um, I know that's what moisturizer would do. Will do. To make you shiny. Um, so wait, what did you react to? God damn it, what did I miss? Oh God, I almost timed Nicole out. No, let me stop touching the screen. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not exhausted. I'm low energy. I'm not exhausted. Um, I will be tomorrow. I know, well, okay. Based on me taking my shot yesterday, I always get exhausted like 2 days into my shot. Um, but I'm not exhausted. I'm just like my energy is just low. Like I'm not worn out. I'm not I can function. I was just folding clothes. I just took a shower. I need to still do my night routine. So I can function. I just wouldn't want to do any like out of the way activities, right? Like I wouldn't want to go outside and go for a walk necessarily right now. Um, I wouldn't want to do a hot yoga session right now. Now, earlier this morning, I'm glad because I was debating last night, should I did, Nicole, I tapped your name and I was like, no. I was trying to scroll and it accidentally hit your name. So I was debating last night, did I want to work out in the morning? Did I want to work out in the afternoon? Like when would be a good time? Um, I just feel slowed down. It's like my body's like sugar, 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 sugar. I just feel like I'm moving in slow motion. That's it. Which happens with like if you're not effective at fasting yet, that happens. But no hunger. So is the 10 milligram helping me? I think so. And I wasn't expecting that. Like this whole entire time, like since I've been on GLP-1, it hasn't been easier to fast. Like I've been really struggling to fast for the entire year. I also wasn't mental like fasting is more of a mental thing than it is a physical thing. Once you get past a certain point, like once you get beyond 20 hours, hunger is the least of your concerns. But so I lost my train of thought. I usually eat once a day. Okay, so you do like a 20 like a OMAD, like one meal a day. But yeah, so is the 10 milligram helping me? I guess. I guess. I don't know. Like I'm not hungry and uh that's typically my experience since being on the 10 milligram. So maybe it's helping me. I would assume it's helping me. Um, but I'm not really tripping. I'm just more so inconvenienced by my own feelings. I would prefer to eat something right now, but I'm not dying or anything. Like I'm not hungry. I don't, you know what? I wouldn't know. Well, okay, if I'm just going based on urine, I'm not dehydrated, but could I still be? My mouth is a little dry, but I've been drinking plain water. Maybe I'll put a little salt on my tongue just in case. How do you feel about me using an element salt during my fast, Delilah? I don't think it'll hurt, but I prefer not to have any calories. So black coffee, green tea, or black tea or water is what I prefer. Anything that has even a little bit of carb in it, I try to avoid. But it's not like I would pour a whole pack of element salts on my tongue or in my water. I would just take like a little pinch and put it on my tongue. I went 3 days no food before and ran 10 miles just over 2 hours, so marathon level. So you just gotta get to bed and wake up and that's it. Yeah, that's what they say. Not that's what they say, but that's how it's supposed to work. Now here's a catch. There's always a catch. Okay. So what do y'all think I should break my fast with? I can tell you what I'm planning to do. And it's not cook. I'm not planning to cook at all. You can't fast without your electrolytes. I when I fasted years ago, I would always do it without electrolytes. I just didn't because I didn't like the salt situation. But I'm a bit older now, so it's just like I'll do the electrolytes. I hate Element and their low quality salt, but if you need it, do it. You love 12.5. It's been my favorite. Element is low quality salt. Is it? I don't know. I like it. Well, I don't like it by itself. So I don't like my element salt and I don't like my branched chain amino powder. So I combine them together and it tastes great. And it's been working great for me. So Freddie Man says I did 24 hours once. How did it make you feel? There's really like there's only you only need to go 24 beyond 24 hours if you have a reason to. 24 is phenomenal. Like that's fantastic. So let me get into warm chicken bone broth. Yeah. I don't have that. Y'all don't start judging me in this chat because I know somebody's gonna say it. But I'm gonna break my fast with that peanut butter. It's gonna go into the drawer because I can taste it. I can taste it right now. It's gonna go into the drawer for the rest of the night when I get off of here. But I'm breaking my fast with that peanut butter. I got some apple slices in the fridge, and oh, you know what? I take that back. I'm probably okay. Well, kind of. Okay, wait, hold on. I got a couple of options here. The first thing I'm probably gonna have is a branched chain amino acid powder in my water because it has electrolytes in it, and I might add a little element salt on top of it. Oh, they use table salt. I didn't know that. Maybe I should stop using that. Okay, so I need to find another electrolyte salt. That's why it tastes. I mean, yeah, I gotta look into that. So Journey of Life says break your fast with protein. So I have the protein powder that I showed y'all. I thought about that as well. The peanut butter is protein. It's protein and fat, and the protein, the fat, and the carbs I felt like would be balanced. But I'm kind of considering the protein powder. I'm kind of considering just drinking the protein powder with some almond milk. I looked it up in advance to make sure that because it's been a while since I've had to break a 36-hour fast. In fact, as of right now, being beyond the 24, this is the first time I've fasted for more than 24 hours in like over a year, maybe a year and a half. So I am going to break my fast. Like the very first thing that I eat or consume is probably going to be some branched chain aminos in my water. And then I'll have a protein shake or I'll have the apples with the peanut butter. I won't have an actual meal until about noon. And then that's when I'll have the eggs, Mars. I will have eggs tomorrow. I have eggs every day, other than when I'm fasting. But I have eggs every day. So I will have eggs. I just won't be breaking my fast with eggs because I don't want to cook for like at 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't. I don't wanna cook at 8 o'clock in the morning. I just don't want to. I never do. So I'm not about to start now just because that's when my fast ends. Choline, good for brain, heart, lungs, kidney, and liver. Also ketones, which is why I'm fasting. Okay, so let me stop stalling and get into the video that I wanted to go over. So I covered cravings, the onions, the irritability, the amino powder, the electrolytes. Okay, all right. So let's do this. There's a video that I want to react to or cover or whatever, however you want to put it. So I'm gonna play it from my phone. You guys should be able to hear it. No, I need a glucose monitor. I had one, but with the whole water damage situation, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that just I don't know where it is. If I took my time to go through my stuff, maybe I could find it, but I'm probably not. I'm just gonna buy a new one. So I used to test for ketones years ago, so I'm gonna get another glucose monitor to monitor my glucose and my ketones when I'm fasting. 6'2" and usually around 240. Okay. Female or male, Mars? I'm gonna assume male, but I could be wrong. I was wrong earlier. All right, so we have why a 36-hour fast might be the best thing you do. And this is by the channel Cancer Remission. So I'm gonna let this play and then I'm gonna provide my take on it.
That breakfast is the most important meal of the day, to eat every few hours, never skip meals, and don't let your blood sugar get too low. But what if that's all wrong? What if staying healthy doesn't involve eating all day long, and healing doesn't happen while you're eating, but rather when you stop? And what if
That is 1000% true. She's saying what if, but it's that is a fact, okay? How many people lose their appetite when they get sick? Raise your hand or say me, I, whatever. If you haven't already, please like the stream and share, and leave us a comment. But she said that we're essentially taught that we need to eat however many times a day and never skip a meal and blah 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 blah. But what if healing really happens when you're not eating versus when you are? It does happen when you're not eating. How can your body be healing when it's processing food? Like the digestion process is intense. So typically, your body will prioritize processes like breathing, right? You just breathe because. But when it comes to like being sick, has anyone ever noticed that they lose their appetite? Dr. Jonathan, thank you so much. Good evening. Thank you for the gift. My stomach growls after I brush my teeth. Maybe it's because your toothpaste is making you think that you're getting some carbs, but you're not. Maybe your toothpaste is too sweet. Or maybe the saliva stimulation is waking up your ghrelin and making you hungry. You don't want food when you're sick. I think the body does that on purpose. And this is not something that I'm coming up with. This is something that I got from I'm pretty sure it was Dr. Jason Fung. We lose our appetites, and that's not for no reason. That's on purpose. That is to like ideally put us in a state where our body can focus on what's ailing us versus having to focus on actually eating, right? So a lot of times we will force ourselves to consume food when we're sick, when really maybe sometimes people should embrace some fasting. But it also depends on what you're sick with, right? Like, because sometimes we may need to consume something to eat in order to take the medicine that we're going to be taking. But yeah, our body loses our appetite. And I wish I wish doctors talked about that more. In fact, migraines, the nausea makes me feel worse. I smoke weed too, so never feel hungry. Wait a minute. I thought marijuana stimulates your appetite. You smoke and that makes you feel less hungry? Am I getting that wrong? I thought it was an appetite stimulant. Okay.
Going a whole 36 hours without eating could actually reset your whole immune system and lower your risk of cancer by cleaning out damaged cells that could be dangerous, like precancerous cells. I know a 36-hour fast might sound extreme, but stick with me. I'm going to walk you through a timeline
I
of
meant
what
to speed
happens
this
when you
up.
stop eating for 36 hours. From burning fat, lowering insulin, resetting your metabolism, and regenerating brain cells, it's all actually pretty amazing what your body does on its own.
Let me go back a little bit.
By cleaning out damaged cells that could be dangerous, like precancerous cells. I know a 36-hour fast might sound extreme, but stick with me. I'm going to walk you through a timeline of what happens when you stop eating for 36 hours. From burning fat, lowering insulin, resetting your metabolism, and regenerating brain cells.
So she says burning fat, lowering insulin, metabolic reset, and repairing brain cells. What do you guys think about that? Sounds good to me. Okay, so the burning fat thing is a given, right? That's like one of the main reasons to fast, but and lowering insulin. But when it comes to the metabolic reset and repairing of brain cells, it's not just brain cells, it's cells all over your body, right? Like we're gonna get into, I'm pretty sure in this video, she's gonna get into autophagy and the process of like cell recycling. I took my shot yesterday and my back hurts so bad today. I am a little sore today, but I thought it was from the fasting because that used to happen to me years ago. My knee, like I would start to get body aches when I would fast beyond like 24 hours. But maybe it's my shot. I'm not sure. Okay. Hello, Michael.
It's all actually pretty amazing what your body does on its own. And if you're a cancer survivor, or you're just worried about your long-term health, this might just be the most empowering thing you hear all week. And if you have questions about fasting, stick around to the end of the video where I'll be going over the most frequently asked questions I get, like what can I have while I'm fasting? Are water and coffee okay? And what's the best way to break a fast? So stick around for that and let's get into it. So for the first 14 hours of your fast, you likely won't feel that different. I mean, you may get hungry, maybe feel a little tired, but nothing dramatic. However, on the inside, something big is starting to shift.
I would say that that's pretty accurate. About around 14 hours, if I'm not working out, I feel good. I feel okay. I feel normal. If you've never fasted before, it could be rough. 12 to 14 hours could be rough. Your cells replenish regardless if you fast or not. The word wasn't replenish, it was recycle. Recycle. But we're going to get into it.
First off, your insulin levels begin to drop, and this is really important. Whenever you eat, your body releases insulin. And if you're someone who's constantly eating or snacking, you never really get a break from having high insulin. When your insulin levels are high, it keeps you from burning fat. But if they're consistently high, it creates inflammation in your body, and over time you can become insulin resistant. And those are
It's not the same difference, they're different words. Recycle and replenish are not the same words. Do you replenish your trash or do you recycle it so that you turn it into something useful? Do you replenish your trash or do you recycle it so that it can be turned into something more useful instead of just being trash? So, recycle is a different word from replenish. They have different meanings. But she's going to get into it. Sit back, relax, and listen.
two big drivers of several types of cancer and other illnesses. So once you stop eating for long enough and your insulin levels start to drop, your body finally gets the green light to go ahead and start burning fat for fuel. And that's when the real magic of fat.
No dispute. When your insulin drops low enough, your body gets the signal to start burning fat for fuel. Now, when this happens for different people is going to be different. Like some people, this will start happening if they're more metabolically equipped. It'll happen for them quickly. But for people like me that have insulin resistance and have metabolic disease, essentially, it's going to take me closer to the 24-hour mark and beyond.
Fasting begins. So after about 14 hours without food, you finally finish digesting and processing your last meal. And now, instead of using a bunch of energy to digest food, your body can then redirect that energy towards things like healing, deep.
Instead of using that energy to digest food, because it takes a lot of energy to go to through the digestive process, your body can now focus on other things. So that's one of the benefits of not eating beyond a certain time.
Detoxing and repairing. This is called energy diversion, so your body starts scanning for damaged cells, dysfunctional mitochondria, and precancerous mutations, and it either repairs those cells or destroys them completely. Imagine your body going, this cell is junk, this one's damaged, this one's inflamed, let's get it out of here. It's a process called autophagy, and it's something your body does naturally to protect you from getting sick. Now, obviously, you don't have to fast for your body to heal itself, but fasting is one of.
You don't have to fast for your body to heal itself, but she's about to get into a particular process called autophagy that's very specific to being in a state of not eating.
The best ways to enhance autophagy. It's like it ramps up deep cleaning on a cellular level. And once you hit somewhere between the 17 to 19-hour fasting mark, autophagy really starts to ramp up. So as you can imagine, by the time you get 24 hours into your fast, you've had at least 5 hours of some pretty deep healing. But at that 24-hour mark into your fast, your body reaches two big milestones. And these are the kind of changes you might even feel in your energy levels, your mental clarity, and maybe even your mood. Milestone number 1 is you get a surge of human growth hormone. And
I'm not experiencing this yet. I don't expect to experience this until about 36 hours because I got a lot of glycogen. I would assume, right, based on my diet, especially the last meal that I had, that I have a lot of glycogen to burn through before everything that she's describing starts to happen for me. So she's about to describe a surge in energy that happens based on certain hormonal responses. And she's putting this at about the 24-hour mark, but I would say this has not started happening for me yet. I still feel pretty like low energy.
this isn't just a small surge, it's actually a massive hormonal shift.
Sidebar, when I first learned how to fast, oh my gosh. When I first learned how to fast, when I was younger, I did weigh more, but maybe because I was new to it, it was like things happened faster. I don't know. But my first 24-hour fast, I was in school. I went to class that day. And I had so much energy that I couldn't sit still. I was bouncing. I was bouncing around the classroom. And did I tell this before? I probably told this before. But a couple of my classmates were like looking at me like, "What are you on?" They thought I was on drugs. And I was like, "Nothing." Like what was I supposed to say? Ketones? Like, but my energy was on 1,000. It was on 1,000 and it was electric. Like, so I do miss that part of fasting. That super high ketone, level where your energy is like really, really high, growth hormones. I miss that.
In men, your HDH levels can increase by up to 2,000%, and women up to 1,300%. But why does that even matter? Well, HGH is your body's natural repair hormone. It's a fat-burning, muscle-preserving, anti-aging powerhouse. That's why it's the most talked about hormone in the world of longevity. People literally pay thousands of dollars for HGH treatments, but your body makes it for free when you're fasting. This hormone literally tells your body to preserve muscle, burn fat, protect your brain, repair your skin, and
Clean up damaged cells, preserve muscle. That is one. If I had to list 3 reasons why I fast beyond 24 hours, it would be muscle preservation from HGH would be in the top 3 reasons, right? It would be in the top 3 reasons because you get a surge of that human growth hormone and it becomes protective of your muscle, your lean muscle, while other processes are allowing your body to still burn fat. Actually, HGH is also a fat burning hormone as well. I think that's is anabolic to gain or to lose. What's anabolic? Catabolic. Catabolic would be losing. Anabolic would be I think gaining. Whatever. That's I shouldn't have brought that up. But anyway, so preserving muscle, your human growth hormones spiking is a big deal.
damaged cells through autophagy. So if you've ever worried about muscle loss during fasting, yes, you can lose muscle if you're not eating enough, especially enough protein when you're not fasting, or if you're not doing any exercise. But the HGH that your body produces during fasting does slow down muscle loss. Now,
This is what doesn't happen with just sheer calorie restriction, and why so many people that go on a GLP-1 and only lean into the lack of appetite as their method for weight loss, this is how they end up losing all of their muscle. One, they're not eating. Two, a lot of them aren't working out. Or if they are eating, they're not eating enough protein. Fasting would solve all of that. Well, not all of it, but it would be able to preserve their muscle. So it would slow down that muscle loss is natural with weight loss, with any type of weight loss, any method of weight loss. Muscle loss is natural. But the amount or the aggression can be altered depending on what strategy you're using.
second milestone at the 24-hour fasting mark is called gut stem cell activation. So basically, your gut starts healing itself too. Research has shown that the stem cells in your gut kind of kick into gear, especially in your small intestine. So this means that your gut lining starts to heal and regenerate itself cell by cell. And this is so important because your gut isn't just where you digest food. It's actually where 70% of your immune system lives. It's your body's first line of defense against toxins and infections and inflammation. Your gut lining can get damaged, and it's pretty common and easy to do just from things like eating too much junk food, stress, taking medications, or being sick. And long-term damage to your gut lining can make you have food sensitivities, constant bloating, a leaky gut, or even autoimmune issues. All the things we don't want. So by fasting for 24 hours or longer, your gut gets a real break. No food to process, no sugar, no irritation, just time to rest, reset, and repair itself and your immune system. And the next time you do eat, when you break your fast, your gut will have an easier time absorbing the nutrients and vitamins from the food you eat. That's why it's so important.
Any pushback so far on what she's saying? I would agree, but that's because I've done the research before, so a lot of this sounds accurate based on what I already know. Mars, are you okay? Are you high? Cause you, and that's not an offensive question, cause you definitely said you smoke weed. How did we get to talking about cats? I'm very confused by that.
To break your fast with something healthy. And I will go over that more in a minute. But if a 24-hour fast is all you're able to manage, especially if you're new to fasting, the benefits can obviously be pretty significant. And if you
Absolutely.
can make it to 36 hours without food, that's when even more amazing things happen. At that stage, your brain starts functioning differently. People often say they feel more
I'm 140 pounds overweight. When I diet, I feel weak and mentally slow. Any suggestions? It depends on what your diet is. I mean, like, what do you mean by dieting? You mean you cut your calories to try to lose weight? If that's the answer, then that's why you feel weak. That's why you feel weak. It depends on the method you're using to lose weight. So when you just say you diet, what does that mean? You just eat less? It can work in the short term, but it's not the most effective method for weight loss. So you'd have to clarify.
mentally sharp or focused. So that's because your body
Mara's
doesn't know
got the
you're fasting on
munchies.
purpose. From a survival standpoint, it assumes that food is scarce. As cavemen, when food was hard to find, we needed to be at our sharpest to survive. Our brains had to be clear and alert and strategic enough to find food. So after 36 hours without food, your brain goes into high performance mode. It sharpens your focus and helps your nervous system to run more efficiently. So you
has anyone ever fasted long enough to get that laser focus? Sidebar, have y'all ever heard of people that have been either prisoners of war or anything like people that have been starved being able to like learn a new language overnight or wake up knowing a new language or being able to learn one really quickly like within a couple of days or something like that? Have you ever heard stories like that? People have been so severely starved. People that have been severely starved have like come out of their starvation with like some wild abilities. So hey Holly, your mother-in-law in World War II, was she stateside or was she in Europe? Was she in Germany? Anyway, the reason that I asked is because when you look at some fasting studies from like when you look at, they called them starvation studies at the time, but this was before informed consent. Oh my god, science came so far without asking people's permissions. I mean, whatever, neither here nor there. But when they would starve people on purpose or study people that have been starved in certain situations, like being prisoners of war, they have come out of those situations with some wild abilities. And some of that has to do with what she's talking about now. That laser focus that you get from being in a fasted state. Now, it depends on how far you are into this fasted state and how metabolically equipped you are, right? An athlete will get to this state faster than I will because they have the metabolic machinery to get them there. They got the muscle to burn through glucose really quickly. They probably have a really good metabolism. They probably have their insulin levels tuned in, and they probably have a really good diet. So they're not fighting through a whole ton of obstacles in order to get into this state. Russia. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I heard about some I in a book that I was reading, when they were doing fasting studies, they talked about like prisoners of war in certain situations being able to suddenly like play the violin when they could never play it before, or suddenly they know a completely different language, or like they just have these wild cognitive abilities that's actually really freaking fascinating. Hi sweet tea, hello girl, how you doing? Okay, so listen to this next part. She's gonna talk about actors in this next part and why some of them fast before performing.
To be clear and alert and strategic enough to find food. So after 36 hours without food, your brain goes into high performance mode. It sharpens your focus and helps your nervous system to run more efficiently. So you may have heard stories of actors who fast before their performances for this exact reason. Now if you're thinking,
Actors who fast before their performance for this exact reason. I'm trying to think. There was another group of people that I've heard this about, and I can't remember, but this is the first time I've heard about the actors. That is actually really fascinating. Should do a little research on that. But fasting before a performance, you would think that you'd feel tired and sluggish, but not if you're an experienced faster. And the brain, the cognitive benefits, the focus, the mental clarity is insane. It makes me wonder, like, what I was thinking when I stopped fasting to begin with. I mean, I was just being, kind of lazy. I was. But I've experienced this. Like, I've experienced unbelievable levels of mental clarity. Couldn't do anything special, just laser focused. I got to the point where I was running on about 4 to 6 hours of sleep effortlessly. Oh no, are we talking about fasting? Not from the state and standpoint of losing weight. We're talking about the cognitive benefits of fasting, but yes, and the cellular repair benefits of fasting. But we are talking about that. I'm 24 hours into a 36-hour fast, sweetie.
this all sounds great, but I need my coffee in the morning. What can I have while I'm fasting? You can 100% have black coffee or tea, but try to avoid the cream or sugar. A small amount of calories won't significantly break your fast, so if you want to add a splash of cream or
Delilah, would you do that? Would you add like a little bit of cream to your coffee if you were fasting? Would you do? I've done it, and it's not the end of the world, but I don't prefer it. It's because the less distractions I have as far as like things I'm. No, that's not true because I really do like to have coffee. I haven't had any this time, but the last time I was fasting, when I did the 21 hours, I think I had black coffee. I don't like the taste of black coffee though. I have done the splash of heavy cream because it's so low in carbohydrates that it's negligible, and fat alone isn't going to spike insulin, right? And that's what we're focused on. So, I could deal with a little bit of with a little splash of cream in my coffee, but I'm too much of a perfectionist to do that on a regular basis. I really dislike fasting, but I'll follow community guidelines and not hate. Don't be such a hater. Okay, so what do you Turtle Diaries? I appreciate a little pushback. What do you hate about fasting? Have you tried it before and just didn't like it, or you don't like the concept of fasting at all? Hi, Sydney. No, just because dairy makes me want food so bad. Yeah, it's like why would I put a splash of cream in my coffee just for it to make me want to eat? You know what I mean? I'd rather just get through it with the water and the black coffee. Or some I'm not really like a tea person, but I'd even take some black tea. I don't really like green tea unless it's sweet. We're talking about one person said, "Oh God, no, we're talking about fasting." The very next person said, "Oh yay, fasting." I'm 24 hours into my 36, Sydney, but I would really like to know what Sweet Tea hates about fasting. Hate is a strong word. Yeah, I fasted a good amount. Intermittent, my longest was 3 days. Okay, so what did you hate about it? 3 days is significant. What did you hate about it? Let me know, girl.
Maybe a bit of unsweetened almond milk, you can still get most of the benefits of fasting if the calories are minimal. And something even better to have than coffee would be green tea. The EGCGs in green tea further improve your insulin.
You hated everything. So did you ever get some of the benefits that I'm talking about? Because like I said, if you are metabolically, which most of us are, that's why we're on GLP-1. But if you are hormonally and or metabolically screwed up, so you have excess body weight, which means you're probably struggling with insulin resistance and high blood sugar, or not necessarily high blood sugar, but like you probably have some, fat in the liver or things like that. It can be very hard to fast. It can be, do you have like a more of a higher carb diet? That doesn't necessarily mean like fast food. It could be like sweet potatoes or something like that. What type of diet do you have, or what type of diet did you have at the time that you were fasting? The more carbs you eat during the day, the harder it is to fast. But like I said, even me, a big proponent of fasting, when I got to about 19 hours, I've been irritated ever since. Like it'll go away, it'll pass, but I'm just like, oh, I want to eat. I'm not hungry, but I want to eat. Or maybe you were just really hungry during the whole time. I did almost a 3 day dry fast. Why would you do a dry fast? V is lucky I love her because I have tuned out. I expect that of you, Jen. I expect that of you. Um, but yeah, dry fasting, I don't know. I don't get the point of not having water, but whatever floats your boat. It makes me grumpy. I was keto at the time. I think I'm broken metabolically and got dizzy spells and felt horrible mostly, more than likely. So, she's just gonna go into some Q&A. So I may or may not let it play, but those are some of the reasons to that you can benefit from a 36-hour fast, which is why I'm doing it. But I'm not recommending that to anybody. So Sweet Tea says it makes me grumpy. I was keto at the time, which is a low carbohydrate diet. Okay, so it should have been easier for you. So it wasn't hunger. I think I'm broken metabolically, got dizzy spells and felt horrible mostly. I've never had a dizzy spell. Listen, the thing of, okay, you're gonna send me on a tangent because I have mixed feelings about keto. I used to be a big proponent of keto, but not necessarily anymore. I was keto. The thing that I don't like about keto, there's a lot of things I don't like about keto, but I don't like the severity of the restriction of carbs on keto. For one, I don't find it to be sustainable. But also, think about it like this, sweetie. On keto, it is incredibly hard to maintain an electrolyte balance. You are constantly, because the carbs are so low, and carbs are not the devil completely, you are constantly losing your electrolytes because you don't have anything to keep them, to hold on to them. You don't have the carbohydrates needed to hold on to them. So unless you are really, really good at replenishing, which most people on keto are not, unless you're really, really good at replenishing your electrolytes, if you are in a state of being deficient in your electrolytes and you go into a fast, it is going to suck. It is going to suck. Definitely don't think it's for everyone. Keto and fasting can be a powerful combination for fat loss. But I'm sorry. Nicole says, I saw Jen's comment first. Nicole says, all these random comments is distraction plus confusing the fuck out of me. Jen says, Nicole's ADHD is acting up. Okay. I feel bad for Nicole, so let me adjust the chat for just a few minutes so she can like decompress. Let me adjust it for a minute so she can decompress. Okay. We got it on subscribers only temporarily. I'm gonna stop fussing. It wasn't you, Nicole. I mean, it wasn't you, sweetie. It wasn't you at all. It's the people that aren't talking about the topic, just randomly saying stuff. So it's not you. Keep going, girl. So fasting and keto together can be powerful for fat loss, but I don't even know if I would necessarily recommend that because the symptoms that you get from fasting or being on keto, the keto flu, is from a lack of electrolytes. And it is, I hated this about keto. It is so hard. Who wants to drink salt water all day? Who wants to drink bone broth all day? Who wants to like constantly have to worry about salting their food? You constantly have to worry about that on keto. It is so annoying. And then it's like, it's annoying, it's an inconvenience, and then you try to go into a fast and it's just like, of course you're going to be grumpy. You know what I mean? Because like fasting shouldn't necessarily be hard. It should be challenging, but not, it shouldn't, like I said, fasting, honestly, I have trauma. Do we need to talk about your keto trauma? Do we need to do an intervention? Because keto is a son of a bee. Okay, so keto is not for everyone. Just like fasting isn't for everyone. Okay, fasting is more of a psychological thing, sweetie. I was saying earlier, more than a physical thing. But there are physical symptoms. Okay, there are physical symptoms. So, if you're not an experienced faster and you don't know what to look out for, it can be absolutely miserable. But if you do know what to look out for and what to anticipate, you can work through it. So, for example, and I'm not suggesting this for you. I know you've already been through this. But not keto trauma. That's not funny. But keto is, I have come down from my keto high horse. I really have. Keto is not for everybody, but it is beneficial for those that are successful at it. So with plus all the chemicals in the food don't help with your health. Yeah. So when it comes to fasting, it's more of a mental challenge than it is a physical one because like I was prepared for certain things, right? I know myself well enough to know that around 18 hours I'm going to start to want to eat even if I'm not hungry. Even on a GLP-1, like it's not necessarily hunger that's bothering me. It's like a desire to put some food in my mouth. And that's if I'm bored, if I'm not busy, right? But if I'm busy, it's no problem. I could easily go past 18 hours. So I know that like my irritability and or hunger is going to start at around 18 hours and it's going to last me a couple of hours, maybe 3 to 4 hours. But it's a wave, right? Hunger comes in waves. It comes up and then it goes down. Ghrelin goes up and then it goes down. Then it goes up and it goes down. And then as you keep fasting, it kind of levels off. So it sounds like hunger wasn't even your problem. Your electrolyte balance sounds like it was the problem, and that can, you're not supposed to feel miserable when you're fasting. And if it is miserable, it's supposed to be very short lived because you're supposed to get to the point where your ketones kick in and it's kind of smooth sailing. But if your ketones kick in and you still ain't got no salt, magnesium, potassium, and all of that, it's still like, like I'm 24 hours, 25 now, I think, 25 hours in, and I feel okay. I don't have any lightheadedness. I don't have a headache, but that does happen for some people. I think the reason that I don't have that is because I had a fairly salty meal before I started and I had some carbs. So I had a pretty balanced meal before I started. I didn't start from a depleted electrolyte state. I even had some supplements in my water. I didn't start from a state of depletion. I can't do keto because I want carbs. Keto makes me sad. Keto, okay. So remember we were just talking about cognition, right? Brain cognition with fasting. There are some medical conditions that are severely improved upon, symptoms are severely like aggressively improved upon if people are in a ketogenic state. There's books about it. I've read about it. I think epilepsy might be, I'm not a doctor. This is okay, like whatever, don't listen to me. But I was reading one book that talked about keto, and a doctor, I forget, I think he was a doctor. I think he was a doctor. His son had like seizures or epilepsy or something, and the doctors couldn't help him, so he started getting into medical journals on his own. Or maybe he was a scientist. He started to get into the literature, and he found like old research based on ketogenic diets for this particular condition, for this particular brain condition. And he put his son on a ketogenic diet, and it was able to improve his symptoms to the point of like no episodes. That's not everybody's circumstance. I look very calm. I was not very calm about 5 hours ago. I was in here. I wasn't going crazy, but I was real. I was irritated. I was very irritated. And I also have experience. Like I have experience fasting from being on keto, but I also have experience fasting like not being on keto. And not being on keto, it's better. Keto is not necessary for everybody. It's not. It's not necessary for. I would say I would even bank on the fact that most people can benefit from fasting, but most people, I would say more people can benefit from fasting than they can keto. How about that? I'll say more people can, because keto just constantly leaves you in a state of depletion when it comes to your electrolytes, and it's not fun. It does make you sad. I did not enjoy the high fat content, 70% fat. Like no, I prefer more low carb, high fat. Actually, let me see what the macro allotment is for low carb, high fat. LCHF macros. So, um, standard low carb is 50 to 100 grams. Protein is 30 to 40% of calories, and fat is 50 to 70%. Example macro ratios: 50, 30, 20. 50 grams of carbs, 30 grams of protein, 20 grams of fat. I think AI, no, AI got this wrong. Okay. AI doesn't know what it's talking about. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. That's not even enough food for the day. Like, what? Okay, AI got that one wrong. So let me go to an actual website. Uh, so low carb, high fat, keto, and Atkins would be in the same category, but they all have different macro allotments. That's the difference between them. Um, why would you not put the allotment at the beginning of the page? Why would you like, why do I have to scroll so far? Um, hold on. Hold on, not AI mode. Hold on. Okay, it's not giving me percentages, but anyway, 20 to 30 my fasting face. Uh 20 to 30, 20 to 100 grams of carb. So basically, keto is going to be like 25 grams or less. Um Not of net carbs. That's something that people started doing later, but to cheat the system and get more carbs into their diet. But 25 strict. A proper keto is 25 grams or less. Low carb, high fat gives you a range to pick from. So 20 to 100 grams of carbs. I comfortably can eat about 80 grams. Like if, like, let's say before GLP-1, I I worked with low carbs so often that I knew that 80 grams was my cutoff. Like whenever I would start gaining weight, and I felt like I was ready to start losing again, all I had to do was drop, like I knew 80 grams was my maximum in order for me to start like losing weight. If I still wanted to have carbs but not be keto, I could have up to 80 grams and I would lose weight. If I was maintaining, I was somewhere between like 80 and 150. Once I started to get beyond 150, I was gaining weight. Like I played around with my macros so much that I was like, I almost had it down to a science. Now that I'm on a GLP-1, I get away with a lot more carbs. I get away with sometimes over 200 grams of carbs. And I may not gain weight, but I'm damn sure not losing, even on a GLP-1. If I like even on a GLP-1, if I eat more than or if I eat high carb like 250 grams, I'm not losing the weight. I'll just maintain on a GLP-1. We actually talked about this yesterday with the body types. Oh, I didn't the screenshot is the copy and paste is on my laptop. But apparently my body type is an ecto no, meso endomorph, which means I genetically should be built like a mesomorph, but because of lifestyle and being overweight and obese and all of that, I have traits of a endomorph. And in order to get my body back into a proper composition, I should eat like I'm an endomorph, which is more lower carb, high protein. Fascinating, super fascinating, which is what I'm focused on this month. Like, so I was like, oh my gosh, like I kind of knew, like I've all not always, but for the past like 7 or 8 years, I've known that I just cannot live a high carb lifestyle if I want to either lose weight or maintain a lower weight. I just can't do it. Like plenty of people can eat all the carbs in the world and not their weight not be affected. I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people. I don't remember what mine was, but I was gonna say it was like 75. Yeah, I agree. I have to keep my carbs under 150 to lose. I have that in my food tracker. Yeah. I gotta go work. I gotta go lower. I got to lose. I gotta go below 80. But I don't have to go as low as 25. So I can get a good amount of carbs, including some snacks, in at about 80 grams. But when I get to maintenance, I'll easily be able to eat like 150, like when I get to maintenance. But because I'm still losing, I'm just trying to keep it at 80 or lower. And I haven't been doing this for the entire time I was on keto. No, on Zepbound. The entire time I was on Zepbound, I really wasn't tracking my macros. I was just eating whatever I felt like eating. But now that it's been a year and I haven't met my 100-pound goal, I'm ready to like kind of fine tune things a bit and focus more on like making sure those carbs are where they need to be and the protein is where it needs to be. I'm not really high fat, I'm more moderate fat. I say high fat because I'm just used to saying that from keto, but I'm nowhere near keto levels. Ow, oh god, my rib. But yeah, so I'm pretty chill right now. So I just wanted to share that video based on me picking a 36-hour fast and to talk about to talk about some reasons why a person may want to do a 36-hour fast. Now, as far as being traumatized by keto, I'm not gonna lie, sweet tea, I wouldn't have put it that way, but now that you have, I agree. And it pains me to say that because I used to be the biggest keto advocate, but like I legit dare I say I don't like keto? I don't like keto for me, right? Like I'm not offended by people that are on keto or that are interested in keto. I wouldn't discourage anybody from doing it. But now that I have a bit more experience and information, I don't think it's necessary to get to where we're going, right? Um Keto, I feel like at the most for the average person that's trying to lose weight should be temporary, right? Like keto should be used to get an obese person get their weight off quickly, potentially, right? Like if they were going the keto route. But once you're in maintenance or even like closer to your like within 50 pounds of your goal weight, be on keto for what? Like I don't need to live my life that way. I do not need to live my life on keto. One bagel did me in. Yup, that's how it be, and that's how it be on keto. That's how it be. Like I miss the bread so much. Now I'm gluten free, so I don't miss bread as much. And if I do want it, I have gluten free bread. But when I was on keto, it was so annoying only having like a 25 gram, and I even tried doing like 50 grams, and it still wasn't enough. I'm traumatized by Coke and Pepsi, but I don't think everyone should stop drinking it. Okay, fine, I do. Oh God, when I went out to a sports bar the other day for those wings, I was kind of in my bag a little bit. I was like, I miss being able to have a Coke or a Pepsi. But just the way that one bagel did sweet tea in, okay, maybe not one Coke will do me in, but I don't want to risk it. Cause I can't, Coke Zero was doing me in during my first like year on Zepbound. Coke Zero was doing me dirty. Like I was over consuming it and it was stalling me out. One time I got rid of it. Not this last time, but the first time I got rid of it and I lost like almost 10 pounds or something like that. It was crazy. So yeah, soda does me bad. One bagel will keep me bloated for a few days even now. Wheat sucks. Wheat is the devil. Y'all heard Darlene? I don't know why y'all be acting like Darlene don't know what she's talking about. Darlene said wheat and tofu, no, wheat and soy are the devil. I literally take my Pedialyte with me into restaurants. I haven't had Pedialyte in a while. I used to be a big Powerade Zero person, not necessarily anymore. Now my electrolytes come in powder form. Team Dr. Pepper Zero. Dr. Pepper Zero is cracking a bottle and nobody should drink it because it's pure addiction. Like the stream if you haven't already. Please give me a like and consider subscribing. Pedialyte for the electrolytes. Or why that one specifically? It's easy to get your hands on, maybe. I don't like the taste of Pedialyte. I don't like that, but I've tried it a couple of times. I have to water it down because it tastes like there's so much artificial sweetener in it. So I have to water it down. If I have a Pedialyte or a sports drink that's zero sugar, it still tastes oddly overly sweet. So I have to water it down. Darlene always said 3 cans of sardines and butter only is life. Maybe I'll eat a stick of butter to break my fast. Maybe I'll eat a st- Maybe I'll come on here with a knife and a fork and eat a stick of butter. Why not? Darlene knows what she's talking about. We should all just like listen to her more. Teddy, like you are so supportive. I don't appreciate you not being on my side about this. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it. Actually, I brought Darlene up and Delilah just understood the assignment. The Darlene, the sardine queen knows what she's talking about. I'm stealing that name from another content creator that has reacted to Darlene, but it's such a great name. It's such a great name, Darlene the Sardine Queen. He did. Teddy did come out of the bushes for that, and I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it. Um, Y'all are not traumatized by doing. Oh my god, I'm so annoyed with y'all because we have not finished the sardine challenge. We have 2 more installments, and if I don't care if it's a year from now, we will finish that sardine challenge. I don't care what y'all say. But okay, so let me make sure I went over everything that I wanted to cover. Let's see. Um, I was gonna do my skincare on camera, but I literally have no energy for that. Like I'm gonna do it, but I don't have the energy to talk and do it. Okay, sweetie. Because you haven't been here in a while, I will abide. Yeah, I was gonna finish off with my night routine, but I don't have the energy to talk and like wash my face. I don't have. Yeah, see, Jen loves Darlene. Jen might be trolling a little bit, but I like Darlene. Darlene is likable. She might be a little ADHD or a little. What's the one that with mania? Is that bipolar? No more Darlene. Holly, I'm gonna say Florida does not get a vote. How about that? Florida, California, Texas. I'm trying to think of where all y'all are at that are anti Darlene. All the states that are anti Darlene don't get a vote. You just haven't tried the right flavor. Iceberry is the only flavor I drink. This feels like a real family when I look into the chat and see all those vain folks. Oh my gosh, like it's. Listen, okay? Like, y'all think I'm vain now. Wait until I get another 40 pounds off. I mean, it might only take another 20, but like, oh, I will say that now that I'm doing the 36, depending on how I feel when I wake up, I may not feel the need to do a 36 once per week this month. I may switch to a 24 once per week. Um, and or I may alternate, right? There's 4 weeks. I may do a 36 this week, a 24 next week, maybe another 36, and then another 24. But the 24 seems to be like a good spot for me. But I do want to start incorporating some 36s throughout the year. Because I think that'll be nice for me. And if I can get one 48 or a 72 done, I never made it to a 72 back in the old days because after 48, I start to feel down for the count. Um, pro sardines, pro sardines, pro sardines. Maybe I should break my fast with some sardines. Hey, cheese. Vanity Sunday Night Lives belong to me. You miss my. Oh, I'm a bad person. Geez, you don't get to be. You don't get to chastise me because I am. How many hours I am? I am 25 hours into my fast. I'm 25 hours into my fast. So that's the only reason I'm live tonight. Geez, Sundays are my no days, but I'm sorry I missed your live. I'm a bad person. I missed your live. I missed Delilah's birthday. Let's not miss Andrew's birthday. Andrew's birthday is on the 10th, guys. Okay? So I think that's like Friday or something. So let's not miss that. But yeah, I'm only live because I wanted to share. I wanted to show y'all like what I look like 24 hours in, and I feel pretty chill. I almost came live when when I was like wanting to cry, when I was wanting to cry around 19 hours, and I was smelling onions, but um, I didn't. So yeah, and I actually wanted to see if I could do it too. Like I wanted to see how my energy would be. Uh, Geez, unless you have Darlene the sardine on Sunday, so, Sunday will never be yours. Oh God, this is. Oh God, now we gotta fight over live days. Oh, tomorrow's Harji's birthday. Go Harji, go Harji. It's your birthday. It's at 12. No, it's not 12 o'clock yet. I should have known that, but I'm tired. Um, at least I know that in advance. So happy birthday to Harji. But I was talking about where are we? Okay, we're almost an hour and a half in. Okay. So let me set an alarm because I'm not gonna go beyond 2 hours. So let me set an alarm for 10 o'clock. Um, geez, I got, I can't think straight. Like I'm like there's a brain fog portion before the mental clarity. I have like 11 hours left, 10 and a half, 11 hours. So I should be able to wake up and eat. Hey fellas, enjoyed your interview with RMZ, geez. Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I'm hyperfixated on Darlene apparently. Yes, bipolar has mania. Okay, yeah. I like Darlene. Like I like her. I like her. I know she's a little cuckoo, but it makes me feel less crazy. You know what I mean? Is that bad? She makes me feel less crazy. She makes me feel less crazy. How was your interview, G's? Or you could just tell me to watch it because, um, instead of like having to explain it to me. But I just, from a personal, like, how did it make you feel type of standpoint. Because I really enjoyed interviewing with Lori. It was fun. What time is your live on Sundays? I wish somebody would ask me that question, but I might, no, I'm sorry. I'm glad no one asked me that question because I don't have an answer. Like, I'm typically live on Fridays and Saturdays if I'm doing StreamYard, and then a vertical can literally pop up. Like, verticals are completely random. They don't get scheduled typically until the day of. I tried scheduling my verticals a day, like a week in advance, and they were getting pushed all over the place. Like, I just kept rescheduling and it canceling. It was a mess. So, verticals pop up an hour to 2 hours before I'm going live on the day of. It is what it is. Um, yes, he's busy in these GLP-1 streets. Jesus, the man with a plan, and he's almost 100 pounds down. 6 and 8 Eastern, between 6 and 8 Eastern. Wait, so I didn't overlap with you. Oh, I might have. I think I'm having mania with the no sleep train I'm on. Why aren't you sleeping? Is it your medication? Honestly, I'm looking forward to a little bit of insomnia. It's like, please, like, I've been so tired. I've been so tired. Part of it is the house sitting, which is why I stopped accepting as many dog house sits. Um, the traveling. I was all over the place. I was driving from North Carolina to Florida to Pennsylvania to DC, back to Florida. Oh, I was up and down the East Coast like a ping pong ball, exhausted. So now I try to just get to a state and then house sit around there. So for the sake of the state fair, I am house sitting in North Carolina. And we're gonna have funnel cake. Delirium. Okay, so Sydney, speaking of this house sit, This was the house. I don't know if Sydney ever saw that video. Remember, I told y'all I thought I overstayed my welcome by a day, and I woke up. Delilah, it was that. No, where you weren't there. Who was with me when I stayed up until like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning on stereo, and then I woke up at my house and I'm like, oh my god, I think I was supposed to leave the day before. That was this house, so they didn't hate me, which I was supposed to be here, but I don't know. I was delirious. Um, New work schedule, changing from working 3 p.m. to 12 and going to bed like 4 to 6 a.m. And suddenly I'm working 4 a.m. to 12:30. It's messing with me. That is huge. I work 3 to 1. I'm pretty much asleep by like 2 o'clock, 2 p.m., 2 p.m., 2 a.m. I should be waking up at about 10 if I want 8 hours of sleep, but I never get 8 hours. I always wake up around like 7, but I still be tired, so I'm never like fully rested. I would really like to get to the point where my fasting is consistent enough that I have energy when I wake up. Oh, okay, Sydney. Yeah, that was here. I'm gonna be here a lot this year. Well, for the rest of this year, there's not much time left in the year, but I'll be back here in about a week and a half, and then I'll be here again in December for about 2.5 weeks. I love this house. I love this house. Um, I still want to know what they cooked. I should go out there and ask. Anyway, no, don't go outside. Stay in, stay in the house. Stay in the room. This room is my sanctuary. I only went out. I only left my room one time today, and it was to go to the gym. I have not left my room since. There ain't nothing out there for me. What's out there for me except temptation? What's out there for me? What's out there for me? Um, you was mad no one told you about that stereo chat? That was nonsense. That was, I think it was Michelle and Jen. There was a couple people there. It was pure nonsense. It wasn't anything productive. The devil. Holly is my spirit. Okay, no, I can't say that because Jen is my spirit animal. Holly, we're just a good pair because Holly gets it. Holly gets it. Like Holly knows ain't nothing but the devil out there. Holly knows. But you know what? I still haven't put this jar of peanut butter in the drawer. I think I'm enjoying like torturing myself. You know what's crazy? I'm gonna wake up and I'm not gonna want it. I'm gonna wake up and I'm not gonna want it. Oh, you like stereo? We need one of those again soon. I I always feel like we're getting a good wrap up when we finish our lives. I typically only go on stereo when there's like more to talk about, but the live stream got too long, or there's something that we want to talk about that people don't feel comfortable talking about on YouTube. Uh, but we can do stereo. I just haven't had a topic for it. I haven't had a topic for it. Um, I am. It really is. Like I am too tired to get up. That's why I didn't take it back into the kitchen. One, because ain't nothing but temptation out there for me. And I no, but I really enjoy looking at it and like thinking about what it tastes like. I really enjoy Smucker's peanut butter. I only eat it with apple slices and not very often at all. I really enjoy Smucker's creamy peanut butter, and I don't have it often. It's a brand new unopened jar. It's not supposed to be in here, and I'm too tired to do anything about it. But I will have to get up to. I already took a shower, but I have to like still wash my face for the night and do my face basting. So I have to get up. So it's gonna go in the drawer. It's gonna go. Um. Oh, you have the app, but haven't stereoed yet. Okay. Um. My stepdad used to work at Smuckers. I like Smuckers. Smuckers is some. I like Smuckers. I do. Every time I find something I like, y'all be like, "Yeah, you know that's terrible, right?" Like my Estee Lauder serum, um, fragrance or not, I'm enjoying it. So I don't know, but okay, so that's pretty much it. I guess I can start wrapping up now. I will finish my video. That's another reason. I was supposed to do a 24-hour update for my video and I just did not. It's so much easier to just put my phone on the tripod versus my camera. And my camera's kind of like broken a little bit. Like one of my buttons broke and I'm waiting for them to be back in stock so I can send it in and get a replacement. Anyway, point is, it was just easier to do the vertical so that the update one can be tonight because the video won't be edited until tomorrow, hopefully, fingers crossed. Remember the goober? He used to bring boxes home, and my cousin used to come every day and eat a giant spoonful and then leave. I'm not really a spoonful of peanut butter type of person, but I do like the sweet and salty combination of peanut butter and apples, and that just started for me like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years. I love apple slices and peanut butter. That's a great snack. I also like banana slices and peanut butter on wheat bread. I don't like bananas. I don't like the texture of bananas, but I like banana flavored things. I'm really excited to try this iced coffee tomorrow. I mean, not iced coffee, this protein shake because it's iced coffee flavored and it has caffeine in it. I'm really excited about that, but I don't typically like plant based protein shakes, so there's a good chance it's not going to be good. The goober was peanut butter and jelly striped in a jar. I always thought that that was gross because I don't like jelly. And when I was younger and we had that in my home, I would try to like only scoop out the peanut butter and I always got the sweetness of that grape jelly with it. Ugh, I hated it. I hated it. Oh god, I never actually knew what the name of it was, but it was gross. Do you remember Delilah the green Heinz ketchup? Do you remember when Heinz did like different color ketchups? It was like one was green, one was I think purple. Do you remember that? I remember that. Fun times. The early 2000s are irreplaceable. Um, but didn't it look all nasty and gross when the peanut butter and the jelly would get mixed together like as you got like halfway through the jar? Gross. Sydney, those are my go-to snacks as well. Honestly, helps me hit my calorie on low eating days. Yes, that's why I do it. I don't typically crave peanut butter and apples, but if I'm really struggling to get my calories, that's always the way to go for me. And I like to throw in some gluten-free pretzels. Oh my gosh, the bomb. And when I was eating dairy, so my one of my favorite snacks for a little while was some cheese, like cubed Vermont cheddar cheese cubes, uh, peanut butter, apples, and gluten free pretzels. The bomb. Remember the clear one? I never got the clear one. Um, you could get it out in a way it never mixed. I don't know. I always had the little. I hate jelly. To be clear, if it's not obvious, I think jelly is gross. Oh my gosh, I hate jelly. I hate jelly so much. Jelly is disgusting to me. So I was never a peanut butter and jelly kid. I was a peanut butter and white bread or a peanut butter and cracker kid. But jelly, no, I hated jelly. I still hate jelly. Apple slices with honey. I'm not a big honey person, so I don't know if I would like that. Um, but that low key sounds good, and I think it only sounds good because I'm fasting. You know what, Jen? If you're still listening, I might be a little bit saved. Okay, hear me out, guys. You know what might be the trick to get me to start liking some new foods? Trying them after I finish a fast because I'm gonna be anticipating food, right? So like things that never sounded good before starts to sound good. That would be a cool experiment. Do I like jam or preserves? I don't. I don't. I don't like I don't want to say mushed, but like I don't like I barely like fruit. I like a couple of fruits. I like them in their original form. I like grapes. I like watermelon. I just started to like orange slices as an adult. I'm not really a pulp person, so typically pulpy fruits I don't like. But there's only like a handful. Like I probably could count on one hand the amount of fruits I like. I damn sure don't like them in jam or preserve or jelly form. I put Jen to sleep with the fasting. Okay, well, you guys can still answer. I only said that because Jen was getting on me about the vegetables, and Journey of Life was getting on me about the vegetables. But that, I don't know about vegetables, but trying some different foods right out of a fast might be a good idea. Um, I told my brother to bring me some melon steam cakes from Japan, and I'm dreaming of them. I don't know what that is. Tommy likes OJ with extra pulp. Y'all belong in a dungeon somewhere. Somebody should lock y'all up and throw away the key. I think pulp is like the devil's work. It's the devil's vomit, actually. When the devil vomits, he throws up OJ pulp. Now, I would give pineapple pulp a pass. I don't like raw pineapple, but I like pineapple flavor stuff. But I'd even give pineapple pulp a pass before I give OJ pulp a pass. That's a good idea. Okay. Try holly cauliflower is cauliflower should be banned off the face of the planet. Working, I have to actually interact for the next 30 minutes. I'm gonna be off of here in 25 minutes. But Holly understands how to trigger me. Cauliflower, I still remember when I tried cauliflower, and I don't often try new things, but I was serious about being keto and low carb and all that, and I tried cauliflower, and it was horrendous. But everybody in my life swears you just gotta have cauliflower rice made right. You just gotta have cauliflower this made right. You just gotta have it made right, made right, made right. It's disgusting. It's nasty. It's horrid. Now, so me eating cauliflower after a fast wouldn't work because I already know I don't like it. I would have to try something that I typically wouldn't eat. So like, I don't even know. I don't even know, but I'd have to catch myself in that mode of like, oh my God, this sounds good. Like, right, I said I don't eat onions, right? But I love onion flavored stuff. Whatever they were eating, I probably would have eaten the onions because I was like that in the mood to eat. I probably would have eaten it. Holly, are you gonna share the cauliflower story? The cauliflower tried to kill you, didn't it? Oh, that sounded country kill. Um, have a good evening at work, Jen. Get us some steal us some Manjaro, Jen. Cauliflower roasted in the air fryer with salt and pepper sprayed. Okay, you're not listening, Delilah. Cauliflower is disgusting. It should not be cooked. It should be thrown away. It should be used to like clean the inside of a bathtub. It looks like a little scrubber, doesn't it? So you should put some sidebar really quickly. Why my aunt tried to roast me for using Comet? Am I like old or something? I still use Comet to clean my bathtub. What do y'all use? Sidebar. I need answers. Am I like a joke for using Comet or Ajax? I still use powdered cleaners for my bathtub. I don't trust sprays in my bathtub. Like I don't trust them to get like in there. Pickled cauliflower. Nicole, I'm gonna have to take your wrench because that's nasty. And you can forget about our coffee date in Ohio because it's not happening. Um, I'm listening. I just don't care. That's something I would say, Delilah. You're officially my sister because that is exactly what I would say. I'm old. I used comma in Ajax, but you said past tense. But I still use it though. You had me on the cakes. Cause okay, so we moved into our temporary housing, right? So I was buying cleaning supplies and stuff. And me and my aunt are sharing a bathroom. And I had Comet on the sink and she bust out laughing. She said, "Who bought that Comet?" I said, "Me." She's like, "You use Comet? What is this? 19?" I said, "Wait a minute. Since when is Comet like old? I didn't know it was old school. I like Comet, damn it. I like to season my shower, my bathtub. I like to season it and then scrub it. And she was roasting me. And I was like, "Well, what do you use?" Lysol. I use Lysol. The spray, I mean, I use that for like countertops and all of that, but like, or a table, or if I gotta wipe some up off the floor. But like, when it comes to the bathtub, I am psychologically conditioned to use powder because I want to be able to like get a good scrub in. I don't know cuz like when you spray, it doesn't stick. It kind of just slides down to the bottom of the tub. What I like about Comet and Ajax is that when I sprinkle it, if the tub is wet, it'll stick where I'm sprinkling it. So it'll stick to the sides, it'll stick to the bottom, it'll stick to the walls, it'll stick. Lysol makes cleaners like powder? They make a powder? Oh, you meant use. Okay. Okay. My point was I like powder. Haven't used Comet in years. Wow, V, I'm 55. What is wrong with y'all? I did not know that that was an old people thing. Okay, yes, I had an older mom. She would have been like 67, 68 by now. 69. How old is how old is Holly? Holly said 67. Um so my mom would have been 70. But also my godfather was even older than her. He was like when I was growing up with my god, maybe I got it from him. When I was growing up with my godfather, he was like in his 70s. He had to be like in his 70s. Oh, wait, I know when he was born. 42, 56, 92, 02. Oh, he was pushing 80. He was pushing 80. So maybe I got it from him. Maybe I got it from the senior citizens in my life. They also make strawberry string. Oh, y'all talking about cake. That sounds disgusting. I use Lysol and scrubbing bubbles spray. I don't like the spray. I have tried the scrubbing bubbles. I have tried the Clorox sprays. I don't like sprays for the bathtub. I don't like them. They're not very, they don't go like they don't stay where I need them to stay. Like if I spray the side of the bathtub, it's going to all slide down to the bathtub floor. I said my godfather. My dad is going to be 70 this year. My actual father is going to be 70. Uh, but my godfather was pushing 80 when he passed away. He was born in 32. He was old. He was very old. I'm 29, Delilah. I don't like sprays because they slap me in his face. Yeah, I like sprays for counters, tables, stuff like that. But my tub, I'm a apply the seasoning. I'm a sprinkle, 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 sprinkle till the whole tub is blue or green. Blue if I use Ajax, green if I use Comet, and I'm gonna get to scrubbing, and I ain't about to stop. I can't use Comet or Ajax on any bathroom surface. I use it occasionally on my sink, though. Um, you do got old people in your life, yeah. Uh, but it's the only place that I use it in the bathtub. Now I use liquid Lysol for the toilet bowl. Like I use the toilet bowl cleaner for that. But yeah, I only use it in the tub. I only use it in the tub. My husband is a diabetic, so we eat rice, cauliflower, mashed cauliflower. We will order cauliflower crust if a pizza offers it. He'd rather eat cake if he's gonna have carbs and sugar. Um, Kim, I think you and your husband should get divorced and stop eating cauliflower because that's gross. Oh, let me stop. That was mean. But like anybody that says they eat that, like the next thing that comes out of my mouth is gonna be like horrid, and then I'm gonna apologize for it. Cauliflower is the devil. Cauliflower is gonna ruin your life. Stop eating it. It's not good for you. um, the aerosol one that comes out blue and then turns white when it's ready to be wiped off. Aerosol one. What are you talking about? For the toilet or for the tub? How did we get here? Oh, because I had a sidebar. Okay, this was a long sidebar. Mr. Clean is nice for a light cleaning. Is it you mean Mr. Clean spray? Love you anyway, V. Cauliflower is not good for you, Kim. Tell your husband that you guys can't eat cauliflower anymore. Um, a courtesy of Vanity, a crazy person on YouTube that doesn't eat vegetables. Say this chick on YouTube that don't eat vegetables said we gotta stop eating cauliflower, and I kind of believe her. You know, concentrate. Okay. Um. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I just felt some type of way that my aunt was like really trying to come for my neck over some comment, and I just wanted to know what y'all thought about it. Scrubbing bubble spray. I don't like the way it smells, and I don't also feel like it sticks. Like it's foamy, but it doesn't do what like it. It's a maybe it's a psychological thing. Like I just like the powder. And I use gloves. I use gloves. I rinse really well and all of that. So I'm gonna keep using my comment. Hopefully, I don't. They don't have like some weird class action lawsuit talking about cancer or something. But anyway, all right. So it's approaching 10 o'clock where I'm at. I'm either gonna sit here like this. Like I caught myself just laying down staring at closed blinds earlier. I was just like, oh my god, I really want this day to be over. So a person could easily ask, like, if you feel that miserable, why would you fast? Because the misery is temporary. It's temporary. You just gotta push through it. You just gotta push through it to get those awesome benefits that we talked about earlier. What is a snowball? It's the fasting sloth. What is that? I feel very like, yeah, I do feel like a sloth. I do feel like a sloth right now, but I also know what it's like to get that burst of energy. I know what that's like too. So I was saying, I'm either gonna sit here like staring across the room until I fall asleep, or I'm gonna purposefully try to fall asleep, but I'm probably not gonna be able to. Where are the cats? Is one on the garage chilling? No. So they are out and about doing their business because the homeowners are back, so they're taking care of them. And so they're, doing what they do, going in the cat tree, hanging out. They doing what they doing. I haven't seen them all day. I've been prisoner in here in this room. I'm okay. I went out earlier to go to the gym. Okay, but I've ain't nothing out there but the devil and temptation. I'm not going out there. I'm not doing it. Nope, I'm not doing it. I'll go out in the morning. I'll go out in the morning. But today I stayed in this room all day, other than when I went to the gym. Like I stayed in here all day. I'm just like, and typically, like, I don't like it. Also, typically, if I'm at a house that, where the pets are allowed in the room, I'll keep my door cracked so they can come in and out. I haven't even done that today. And I kind of feel bad because I missed the kitty witties. Snowball is a chocolate cake with ice cream inside, covered in marshmallow, dome, and coconut flakes. You lost me at the coconut flakes. I'm not gonna lie, you lost me at the ice cream being in the chocolate cake because I'm weird about textures. I would rather keep it separate. So I don't think I would like that very much. The state fair has bacon on a stick. Oh my god, we need to have a whole stream about fair food. Oh, and I'm not even a foodie. I'm really not, but I get excited about just being around the fair food and watching other people eat it. I find it entertaining. Like they have these big giant turkey legs every 5 feet at the state fair as well. There's like 10 turkey leg stations. I can't wait to go. I'm really excited. I don't even think I'm going to eat a lot when I'm there. Fried Twinkies. Now, Holly. Fried Twinkies, fried red velvet cake, fried Oreos, fried donuts, fried Cheetos, fried. The North Carolina State Fair is a grab bag of metabolic disease. Funnel cakes. Funnel cakes is a big deal. I literally go to the fair. I wait all year to go to the fair and have funnel cakes. Fried. Yeah, the homeowners are back and I'm still here. So my house sit was supposed to end tomorrow, but they were gonna allow me to stay an extra day to Tuesday because I have a house sit on Wednesday. Um, so I was just, gonna work from here on Tuesday. They had to end their trip early, so they came home. What day are we on? Oh God, Sunday. Oh God, they came home last night. So yeah, they're here, and they said I could end early or I could stay, and I chose to stay because I have my own room here. So I'm not disturbing them. They're not disturbing me. Yeah, so I don't mind. Take a picture next time. V is fasting, and our asses are all talking about food. I'm the one that brought it up. I can talk about it. It's fine. If had we been at the 19-20 hour mark, I probably would have ended the stream. But I can talk about it now. It's fine. Um, but yeah, so okay, so when I did my video last year, there was a funnel cake station. There was funnel cake everywhere, and not all of them were created equal. Tommy had funnel cake from one place, but where I got it from was even better. So it's like my objective this year was to go around and try multiple different funnel cakes, but they're so big and hard to finish, so that's probably not practical. But there was one that had, I probably still got the thumbnail of it. Hold on. I probably still got the thumbnail. Hold on. Um, hold on. Drive. Okay, I might. Ooh, June. Let's see, October of last year. No, I don't have it. Hmm. Oh, I thought I might have still. I thought I might have still had the thumbnail that showed all of the weird fried foods that they were offering. October. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, well, this is only one of them. Look, it says, should I cheat? Should I cheat? Because I was sugar free at the time. I've gotten rid of sugar. This one only has a couple. This one only has deep fried Oreos, fried dough, and funnel cakes. But there was one that had like everything in it. It was like fried Oreos. Okay, I don't have it. Hold on, let me see. State Fair. Maybe there's a Google picture of it. NC State Fair fried red velvet cake. Or was it was red velvet funnel cake. Red velvet funnel cake. Oh my gosh. Images. I thought they might show me the list. I'll take a picture. It was a lot of stuff. It was a lot of stuff. I don't know if they had fried pickles, but they had fried red velvet cake, fried red velvet funnel cake, fried, of course, funnel cake, Oreos, Twinkies, and it was like a list of like 20 different things. Yeah, I don't like coconut texture. Oh no, you're fine. Let's talk about food. I'm gonna eat in a few hours. I love snowballs when I was in college. Ate them all the time. Really? I'm not a fan of like volcano style foods. Hey Jen. Um Fried cheesecake. That probably was up there. We're gonna have a well, I mean, I can't say you guys are gonna have a blast, but in my mind, we are gonna have a blast when I go to the fair. All of us. We are going to have a collective blast when I go to the fair. And it might be a good opportunity for me to try some new foods. Fried anything, but fried anything sweet. Fried ice cream. I think they did have that. I don't even know how you managed to do that. I don't know how that's possible, but I'm pretty sure that's a real thing. Didn't plan on it, but did a 20-hour fast yesterday, though, through today. Stopped eating at 8 last night and didn't eat until 4 today. 7.5 is keeping me full. Got out of church, went shopping, and then ate. How do you feel? Are you into fasting? Because if so, then congratulations. And if you're not into fasting, then oops. Volcano style foods. Okay, you never seen like a like one of those cakes when you cut into it, it like pours out like chocolate syrup or something. I forget what it's called. I forget what it's called. But I call volcano style foods if you cut into it and there's something in the middle that like spills out, lava cake. So that's I guess that's where I get the volcano from. Volcano style foods. So lava cake. At the state fair, they fry everything. They do. They do fry everything. They do fry everything. I would love a fried hot dog. Ooh, I would love a fried hot dog. Fried ice cream is real. I'm not really sure how the ice cream withstands the temperature, but yeah, yeah, lava cake. Yep. Did you cross your legs in church? You have to cross your legs every chance you get. Yeah, you gotta cross your legs every chance you get. But so when I went last year, I had oh god, delicious buffalo wings. I had funnel cake. I had pizza. The pizza was actually really good, like surprisingly. So I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat what I want. I'm not gonna skip my shot or anything. I'm just gonna eat based on how I feel. Isn't a fried hot dog a corn dog? No, I don't think so. I meant like literally taking a hot dog, a wiener, a frank, and dropping it in the fryer. A corn dog, I'm not really sure what a corn dog is. I've never had one. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know what it is. Like, I know what it looks like, but I don't really know what happens when you bite into it. what happens? What happens when you bite into a corn dog? I don't really know. I've never had one. Is it a hot dog in the middle of it? Is a frank in the middle of it? Um, you know what I had once that was not at the fair? I had wings, chicken wings fried in pancake batter, which is incredibly fat. And I didn't order it. My friend ordered it, and I tasted it, and it was actually delicious. I don't agree with putting syrup on it though. I don't agree with putting anything on it. Just eating it the way it is. I wouldn't buy it, but it was good. By sealing hearts to ice cream in a layer of whipped egg whites. Oh, I would imagine a hot dog would disappear if you fry it. No, I used to eat fried hot dogs all the time. They weren't deep fried. They were like shallow, not shallow fried, but like if you just put like a spoonful of oil in a pan, a frying pan, and fry it. I fried them that way. But I would love a deep. No, I have had a deep fried hot dog, and it was delicious. It was delicious. It was like one I like. Okay, never mind the fact that hot dogs are awful food. It's an awful food choice, and I don't eat them now because I don't eat the proper bread to. I don't want to eat hot dog on a gluten free bun. That seems like atrocious. But I like big hot dogs. I like jumbo hot dogs. And I worked at this place one time that had these really oversized, doofy looking hot dogs, and they would drop them in the fryer. Oh my God, they were so delicious, but probably horrible for you. Like, just horrible. Yeah, hot dog is inside the corn breading, the cornbread breading. I never knew that. I never knew what was in the middle of a corn dog. Pan fried hot dog. Yeah, I've had a pan fried, and I've also had deep fried, and it's delicious. I prefer the deep fried. But I'm not about to deep fry it at home. Um, the 7.5 Zepbound is making me temporarily dislike food. Uh, so I love beef huge wiener. Yes, I love them. I really prefer Nathan's and Naples Jumbo Franks. Oh my God, they're so good. But my 10 isn't making me dislike food. I just often forget about it. Often. Except today because I'm purposefully trying not to think about it, so it's forcing me to think about it. But yeah, so the 10 hasn't made me dislike food. I haven't disliked food. I just have not been. When I eat it, it's good. When I don't eat, I'm really okay. They did have fried Snickers. Are you just Googling fried treats, Holly? They did have fried Snickers. I would not eat it. You couldn't pay me to eat it, but they did have it. But only all beef. No, or no thanks. Yeah, I don't do chicken or turkey franks. I don't like dupes. Give me a beef frank. I know it's crap. I know it's garbage in a wiener, and I still want it. I always eat corn dogs at the fair. Yeah, I don't dislike it. I just don't think about it. No, it's from all life experiences. What do you put on a corn dog? Do you put ketchup on it? You know what? Maybe I'll try a corn dog. I've never had one. I've never had one. I'd prefer a pancake with sausage in the middle, but like in the form of a corn dog. You don't put anything on it? Oh, so it's covered in cornbread or is it like bread? Is that what's called a corn dog because it's covered in cornbread? Somebody said cornbread coating, ketchup or mustard or both. Neither. Ketchup. See, that would be problematic for me because when I eat a hot dog, I don't like my ketchup to necessarily get all over my bun. I like it to be like I will literally slice my hot dog down the middle, not necessarily in half, but just put a little slit in it so my ketchup can sit properly in the middle. The second my ketchup touches the bread, it's ruined. Even though I will chew it all together, don't ask. I prefer my ketchup to sit directly in the middle of my hot dog. I'm very weird about it. Catsup and mustard on a corn dog. Mustard is my favorite. I dip. I don't. I wouldn't enjoy the ketchup on the cornbread, but I probably would like the cornbread and the hot dog alone. I probably would like that. Oh my God, what if I bite into it and it's like impossible meat? Like, what if it's not really a hot dog? What if it's like some vegan stuff? That's awful and horrible. I can't wait. Oh my gosh. So we have how long? Even though it's my tush push month, look at this. Look at this red velvet funnel cake, y'all. I asked Tommy, should I get it last year? And he was like, that seems like a lot. What do y'all think about the red velvet funnel cake? What do y'all think about that? Cuz I'm thinking about trying it this year. I doubt I'm going to finish it, but I doubt I'm going to finish it, but I kind of want it. And the sad part is they give you so much and it's expensive, so like it kind of sucks. Like It's hard. Oh, I found it. I found one of them. Fried pecan pie, deep fried pecan pie, deep fried mac and cheese, deep fried honey bun, corn dogs, bloom onion. Oh, okay. Well, obviously that's fried. Twinkies, deep fried Twinkies. I don't know about a deep fried mac and cheese or a deep fried pecan pie. That looks awful. I kind of want to know though. I want to know what it tastes like. It does look horrible. It does look horrible, but I kind of want to taste it. When I was young, I used to take all the toppings off the cheese of my pizza, then take the cheese off and eat the toppings. I used to take the cheese off my pizza. I never had toppings on it until about elementary school. I started liking pepperoni, but I used to take the cheese off my pizza um and just eat the bread. Deep fried Kool-Aid. That's it. That's it. That one right there. Deep fried cool. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is deep fried Kool-Aid? Never seen them before. I would have eaten a crap ton out of some red velvet. I don't know. Tommy talked me out of it. He was like, "That's a bit much." They got deep fried Reese's cups, deep fried all types of candy bars, Milky Way, Snickers, Three Musketeers. But what is deep fried Kool-Aid? That sounds like it should be illegal. Deep fried pickle chips. I ain't gonna lie, I might try the deep fried mac and cheese. That sounds incredibly fat. I wish I could get like a little bit. Um, that's what I want to know. How's that even possible? How are you gonna fry Kool-Aid? I don't know. Should I Google it? Maybe it's not what we think. Um, okay, hold on. Because I found a good picture. Deep fried cookie dough, deep fried. Oh God, they got a Krispy Kreme burger where you put two donuts and the burger's in the middle. Deep fried cheesecake, deep fried Reese's cups, deep fried red velvet Oreos. Have y'all ever had a red velvet Oreo? Not a deep fried one, a regular red velvet Oreo. I don't even see those in stores no more. And they might come out for Christmas. If they come out this year, I'm getting them. Red velvet Oreos are delicious. I don't know about frying them though. I don't like fried Oreos. Is it mac and cheese ball and breaded and fried? I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't say. Deep fried Reese's wrapped with bacon. That should be illegal. You lost me there. Deep fried ho hos. That should be illegal. You shouldn't be able to. No, it's bad enough you deep frying chocolate peanut butter cup. You gonna wrap it in bacon too? Deep fried peanut butter. They got deep fried Unstoppables. Is that what they're called? Unstoppables? Uncrustables. Uncrustables. For the deep fried PB and J. Wow. I think I'm gonna try the deep fried mac and cheese, and on a different day, I might try the deep fried red velvet funnel cake. Um, I've had fried mac and cheese. It's good, but I can't eat much of it. A little bit satisfies me. It's like my body quickly says that's enough. Yeah, that's the problem with buying this food at the state fair, especially the fried stuff, like the fried weird stuff. You really only need a little bit, but they give you so much, and it's like $20 for like a funnel cake, and you can't even finish it. Okay, so how do you? Well, so what? How do you deep fry Kool-Aid? Maybe it's a pastry dipped in Kool-Aid. I don't know. Deep fried cool Kool-Aid. Deep fried Kool-Aid is a carnival food consisting of dough balls that are flavored with Kool-Aid. That sounds horrible. I think I'm the only one who couldn't try any of this. My stomach hurts just listening. Oh, poor Jen. Jen is completely averse to food. That's unfortunate. So the deep fried Kool-Aid is not necessarily frying the Kool-Aid. It's a dough ball. I guess think like a donut hole flavored with Kool-Aid. Oh, it literally says that. It says similar to donut holes. Powdered and fried. The outside is sweet and crunchy coating while the inside has a soft cakey texture. Now, I would never try such a thing. That's terrible. Flavoring something with Kool-Aid, seasoning with Kool-Aid. How are they frying Kool-Aid? They're frying Kool-Aid because they're putting it into the dough ball to season it. Um, Jen, can I have yours? We're gonna put Jen in a straitjacket and drag her to the NC State Fair. She'll get over it. Me, Sydney, Nicole, Delilah, Teddy, all the whole gang. We're gonna bring Jen. We're gonna bring Jen, but we're gonna have to put her in a straitjacket. We're gonna have to put her in a straitjacket. Um, yeah, some of that just sounds like horrible. I love funnel cake though. I tried to flavor my pickles with Kool-Aid once and it tastes like old ass. And that's my cue to go. Okay. So now that we've discussed it, Jen, with our fantasies of fair food, I'll keep that in mind when I get ready to do some of that content. The fair comes on the 16th and it's gonna be here for about 10 days. So I plan to go at least twice, but preferably like 3 or 4 times, and not necessarily for the food only, but I want to play like a lot of games and stuff. And just enjoy. They got fireworks and all that stuff. Different days have different things to offer. Yeah. Yeah, I think the fried Kool-Aid thing is like a catchy name. Like they're using the Kool-Aid to season the donut holes. Good night, Holly. Yeah, I'm leaving too. I really wish I could say that I was gonna go to sleep, but I'm not actually tired. So if I lay down and try to go to sleep, I'm just really forcing it. So I'm just gonna go wash my face. I'm gonna drink my water and probably listen to some YouTube. And I will work on finishing my video tomorrow. But you guys that came to the live already have most of the update. But at least with the video, y'all know how the it ended with the 36 hours. I gotta go put this peanut butter in the drawer too. Oh god, every time I look at it, I'm like, yum. Comet weenies and fasting, great combo. I think so. And deep fried everything. Skincare, do my skincare. I'm gonna do it. I'm actually gonna get up right now. I'm not gonna record it. I was gonna do it on live, but I can't talk. I have no energy to talk and wash my face. So I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna go wash my face, okay? Like I have been working very, very hard. You guys have been complimenting my skin, so thank you so much. I appreciate that. But I've been working hard. And I think the face-based thing has been helping a lot. So now I'm addicted to it. That vitamin B5 skin cream is like the bomb diggity. It really works well. I would have never guessed that would have worked for me. I don't need much sleep when I fast beyond 24 hours. That is the bittersweet part about it, Sydney. And because this is my first time going beyond 24 in a long time, I wasn't sure if that was going to be the case for me, but it's starting to seem like the fat burning is kicking up. So that means the ketones are going to be high, which means I'm really not going to need a whole lot of sleep. But thank you so much for rocking out with me. I appreciate you all. If Jesus is still watching or watches the playback, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I missed your live, but I just be popping up when I pop up. G said Sundays are mine, damn it. I hope he was joking. Okay, so I will see you all. Oh, I'm gonna have a busy Friday. I'm typically like religiously live on a Friday, even if I come late. So I can almost guarantee that I won't be live on Friday evening between the hours of 6 and 10. So I'm either going to do an early live on Friday if I have a topic to do. I always got a topic to do, or we'll just keep it until Saturday. We'll just wait until Saturday, okay? But y'all probably I don't think y'all are gonna see me until this weekend, other than in my pre-uploads or in the community tab. All right. So if you have any topic recommendations or topics you would like me to cover, you can email me at Vanity Rains. I'm not gonna type it because as soon as I end live, it's gonna go away. It'll be in the description. You can email me at vanity with an I rains dot at gmail.com. I'm tired. I'm not tired. I'm like brain fog. Vanity Rains with an I at gmail.com. You can email me any topics that you have. G's didn't have a live unless he did it after you. Oh, maybe he was joking. Well, he said Sundays belong to him. He said I missed his live though. He said I missed it. Was he just joking? He probably was just joking. No, it says 56 minutes ago. Oh, so he was live while I was live. He was live while I was live. Okay, I'm sorry, G's. You know I love you. We love you. Okay, all right. So I appreciate you all. Have a good night. And we're going to wish Jen good luck on her first 24-hour fast. couldn't even say it with a straight face. I need to stop messing with Jen. I need to stop. Jen, is it snowing in Boston yet? Because I kind of want to find a house sit there and just come like get on your nerves a little bit. Is it snowing yet? That's the last thing I'll say before I leave. Ohio, I was thinking about Nicole for some coffee, but Ohio's gonna be cold. The only places I can expect to not have snow are probably Texas. Be having some weird, wild weather events that are like historic. So I don't know about Texas, but Florida, the southeast is probably the only place I can be below, and that's below Virginia. Like North Carolina is pushing it because sometimes we get snow, but Virginia definitely gets snow. But it's cold. It got to be cold. You got to be wearing a coat now. And I was gonna say on last night's live stream, I never got a chance to Oh, I think I did. Maybe I did get a chance to say it, but I can always find house sit. Well, not always, but I plan to try to find some house sits in different cities or states, to try to get closer to some of you guys. Come to Ohio to do a house sit. You said come as in like you're there too, Sydney? You're in Ohio too? Nicole and Sydney are in Ohio? Oh my gosh, I have like a whole Ohio duo. Really? I was just in Illinois. Like I was just up there in June. Um it was 80s today. That is so weird cuz it's been like in the 70s and I'm in the South. Ooh. Okay, maybe I'm overthinking the whole cold thing. Okay. My bad. You're in Central Ohio. Okay. I did not know that, Sydney. That's good to know. Okay. Well, I just need to try to. I mean, my plan is to try not to get caught in any snow, so I'm really afraid to go above Virginia for like until spring. So maybe I might be dragging it a little bit. Maybe like I'm acting like the summer didn't just end. But I'm booked with house sits until I only have like 2 to 3 weeks free left in a year. I have 1 week left in November that is still open, and I have like 2 weeks left in December. So I probably won't be going back north, honestly, for a few months, because I'm already booked. And then in January and February, I definitely don't plan to be nowhere but Florida. If I'm not in South Carolina, I plan to be in Florida if I can find the houses. Okay. So, all right. Before I go on for another 45 minutes, I love you all. Thank you so much for rocking out with me. I will check back in with y'all tomorrow at the 36-hour mark. Maybe alive, maybe not. Maybe it'll just be a video. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Good night, everybody. Good night. Bye. Jen, Nicole, Sydney, Delilah, Holly, Kim. Good night, good night, good night. All right. I'll see y'all.